This is Radio Lewisham, bringing the best music to your ends.
Hello. It's been a long time, guys.
It's been a very long time.
And this is Nesh.
This is K, and this is Nesh K Talks, episode 6.
6?
Yeah, we're on episode 6 now.
Wow, I cannot believe it.
Big numbers. We're going to be getting double digits soon.
Hopefully. So today, we was meant to have a guest today. Unfortunately, however, I don't know if many people know this, but Catford Muse actually unexpectedly got closed down, and so they are currently not available as a result of that to have that interview. However, hopefully in the future when things are better, we can get that interview.
Yeah, get them on.
Because Seb and his wife, man, they're some amazing people, and just their story about their pizza place is just phenomenal, and it's quite inspiring, especially as they're local people in the area. And so I won't touch on that today. That will be saved for another episode.
But yeah, get out there and check Catford Muse Instagram. Sign up for the petition to get back, because that's some place that we need in this community. So
100%. Yeah. As well as if you go on Instagram, if you search Tanio Pizza, TANIO Pizza, they actually have a crowdfund. They've just set up a crowdfunding. So you can, put money towards their troubles. And obviously, I think it's a good cause. I think the business is built on great morals and values. And so,
wish the best for them. Honestly.
Wish the best for them, and as much support as we can, really, to give them. Yeah, man. I was really looking forward to that interview. So I'm quite disheartened by it.
I feel like it's even worse because we were just there. So
2
now,
weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. We were just there, and then you told me what? Now it's not there.
Yeah, it's quite a weird feeling to be in a building and then realize it's gone now. Yeah, it's mad. Moving on though, I have, in my role as a digital skills advisor, I also got an opportunity to help out with a couple of events at Phoenix recently. So we did a net zero job fair. Yeah. As you know, net zero means no carbon emission.
Okay.
They are, 100% in the green space. And so I didn't know how I would feel about this event personally. I'm not really the biggest person in terms of sustainability. I mean, I understand it and I understand why we should do it. Yeah. However, in terms of that job market, I never really knew what was available.
The most we'd be doing is just put your trash in the bin. Don't let
recycling sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, I encourage everyone to recycle, man. You should.
Yeah, I mean, we got a free recycling bin now, so
we should be trying to do better.
Yeah.
In terms of that event, as you know, my friend over here has actually attended it.
Yeah,
as a punter.
It was really good, honestly. Variety of people that was there.
From housing associations to
firefighting,
to vehicle. Yeah, I think they had a vehicle company. Yeah.
I think it's to do with some deliveries and stuff like that. Just really interesting.
How did you find it as a punter going there just to see what opportunities were about?
Honestly, it's kind of got the drive into me to try taking on firefighting again, because I remember I had a thought about it. And
what killed that, by the way?
I don't know.
I remember
The reason what kind of killed it, it doesn't kill. Hey, it got revived. You know what I'm saying? It's back right now.
It's not dead. You know what I'm saying? It's not dead.
But for me, it was so you have to drive,
right?
And
you don't have a license.
I don't have a license, and I feel like it's just one of those things. I don't know. Maybe it's actually just me, but I've seen a lot of people, maybe in our generation, when it comes to driving, I see a lot of people they just do not drive anymore. Yeah. I think also being in London, it is pretty easy. Public transport is beautiful. It's really good here. But yeah, I see a lot of people, they're just not driving that much anymore. And I think I'm one of them. So when it came to, you kind of do need to learn how to drive, because obviously, if something happens, and you're in the station, they're not going to be like, oh, the person who can't drive. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone needs to be able to learn. So me talking to him just he kind of reinstilled it into me. Like, yeah, you know, like it is tough, but it's one of them things you gotta do. Like, you know, the job
some
is
things
really
are just some things are just required naturally, and so in those spaces, you're gonna need to learn skills that you may not necessarily
not comfortable with. Yeah. So I'm on that grind now. I want to at least hopefully learn how to drive by the end of this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good goal to have.
Yeah, just like because also.
That's only 2 months though, so that goes into
we're
Christmas.
gonna lock in. We locked in. Because I think it would be nice just to, you know, to just like drive around the family, you know, drive around friends and
I
stuff.
should really learn to drive too.
Because like
you said that.
There was one times that I don't know that we're chilling and we are
I just
together.
can't afford lessons right now.
That's what I was literally about to get to Esther lessons, bro. Is when you look back at how much it was. Before.
Actually, wait. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, this is like so off air, but I'm just gonna say I think I know someone who's an instructor, so I could probably like they just did their theory as an instructor. I don't know if he's fully qualified yet, but I can ask him tomorrow.
I'll pull up. Bro.
I'll ask him tomorrow.
Okay. I'll pull up.
You know, okay. He dropped me up. Like it was so. This is so random. Yeah, this is the beauty of just having like good relationships with people you work with, or like you naturally see whether you're like in a community-based environment. Mm-hmm. But for me, one of the volunteers that I work with, he saw me on the way back from home.
Yeah.
So like this was a Friday this was either Friday or Sunday. I can't remember which day. But basically I went to gym and I was mad tired. And I was like, I'm going to take the bus to the cafe because I was like, I can't be arsed. Mm-hmm. So I went to the bus stop. He's recognized me. And bear in mind, the cafe that I'm going to is the other way from where he's going. Like he doesn't even live that direction. Yeah. He screamed across the road and was like, Nesh, come, I'll drop you. I'm like, bro, it's that way. And he's like, I don't care, I'll drop you. It's such good vibes, man. Mm-hmm. And so like, I just spoke to him in the car, but yeah, he just said he'd just done his theory as an instructor. Wow. So I don't know if he's fully qualified yet, but yeah, I'll ask.
Yeah, that's blessed because literally, I was just about to talk about like the prices about driving is like actually insane. As well as like monstrous. When you do get your car insurance.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh my god! Like,
do you know what it
talking
is?
About insurance.
Just talking to a couple of our friends, I'm like, I can't be asked. But also, I don't know if you know, but the TFL bus travel is going up to £3. Yeah,
£3. Like what, when you tap?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but are they at least still doing the thing if you tap within the hour?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any.
£3.
But I'm pretty sure bus fare is increasing to £3 next year.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is heartbreaking.
Okay, that might push because like when you stack up £3, like before it was £1.50 or £1.75.
Yeah.
That I can kind of tank.
Yeah.
I can't really, but I can kind of tank it.
But it's crazy.
When you tap, and imagine this: every time you tap, that's a meal deal.
Yeah.
Every time I tap, that's a meal deal gone. Those £3 can stack up.
I don't really think about it like that, but that's crazy.
But when I think it, like,
that's like saying to someone like if they're mad, I don't know, not addicted, but like let's say they were talking about, I don't know, like let's say they spent £10. It's like every game. I could have brought a game with that price.
Yeah, but it's true. But like when you start stacking up, maybe driving might actually be better. £3, like how many times you take the bus before you go to work? Like that
probably,
can easily stack up real quick.
But I would say in my case personally, I will eventually learn to drive anyway.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. It's just about finances, kind of aligning to that. But I was thinking about it recently. I was like, when I heard the bus fare going up, I was like, maybe it's just time to learn to ride a bike.
That part, you know, 100%.
It's low key like, alright. Yeah, many of the viewers may not know this. I'm not scared of many things in my life, but I actually had like an incident when I was younger, when I used to be able to ride a bike, and I like essentially just crashed into someone's house.
Yeah.
And through like the glass or whatever. And so ever since then, I've just not ridden a bike. Mm-hmm. And so I've always been putting it off, and I kind of started trying to learn it this year.
Okay. How's that going?
I haven't continued. I just haven't had the chance. I've just been so busy with stuff. But I do think it's something that I may look into, especially if the bus fare is going up.
Yeah.
Purely because if I do get a bike, I can just bike from home to work. I can pretty much bike to anywhere because most places I go are in Central, and a lot of that is quite close to each other.
Nice bike lanes and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because honestly, I see a lot of people, they're on the bikes now. As well as like, if you really get
that's
into it,
net zero right there,
that's
bro.
Like
No carbon emission. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I see a lot of people. They have like the electric bikes as well. Like they have the.
Zaf has one actually. One of our friends
those
has
are so nice. I had a go on that. You press the pedal, and for some reason I turn into a Bugatti.
Yeah,
like I'm zooming.
It's crazy.
Is insane.
But I was gonna say, going back to that net zero job fair, we actually had someone on called Tanya who like works in that sector, and she's like really like, she did a talk. You kind of missed it because I got grabbed for that talk when you came. Yeah. Imagine we're best friends, and he came to this event that I worked at, and then I had to move, but he didn't tell me that he saw me. I
saw him, and then it seemed like he was in a little bit of a situation. I didn't want to interrupt. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter. You just, if you see one of your people, you go and say hello.
I can say hello all the time. This is a one-time event. It makes sense.
No, it doesn't. If it's a one-time event,
we're gonna beef off the mic. We're gonna beef off the mic. All right.
Anyhow. Yeah, so she did a talk, and she was explaining the kind of roles and opportunities in the green spaces. Yeah, and I thought it was quite amazing because she was talking about introverted people, extroverted people. She was talking about the different kinds of roles, why it's important to look at carbon. And I was like, wow, man, this is a lot of information. A bit too much for me on that day, but I was like, yeah, man, that's quite useful, like just to know, because then you can always point people in that direction.
Well, like coming to sort of like the main points that she was like kind of talking about.
Like she was just talking about how, like, you know, there's roles in where, you know, they need people like, I can't remember the exact name of the roles, right? But it's like, for example, the company would need certain people to kind of do this role where they're talking to tenants or residents about the types of services that they can get help with, or you know, how things are going to be implemented through this process of going net zero in their homes.
Oh, okay.
And
kind of like explaining to them,
and then she was talking about how like there's building managers that are like that, you know, actually spend time to actually design how the net zero, and it was quite like interesting to kind of see how many roles there are that are kind of just guised under technical terms, but people don't really think about it because it's under this long technical word. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? I apologize. I should probably have brought prep for this, but I can't remember on top of my head, and I will update anyone that, you know, contacts me about that. But yeah, she did a talk, and I thought she might be a really good person that we get on at some point. I'll ask her. I don't know if she will say yes. It's just a
that'd be kind of interesting, just like even.
But I just think for a net zero special, that would be great to like learn about, kind of be educated through. I think she did a really good like job because her passion, as well as her humor, really came through. Yeah. And so when someone can do that, where, you know, not only are they showing passion for what they're talking about in their presentation, which was net zero and becoming net zero. Yeah. She was also kind of landing these like one-liner jokes that kind of, you could feel her personality. It wasn't like someone reading from a slideshow.
Yeah, it wasn't just a straight presentation.
Yeah, like she genuinely like wholeheartedly
the passion
made that. Yeah. And so I thought that was really amazing.
That'd be kind of nice to like hear like what we can do around Lewisham.
I mean, she works for the council, if I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I will double check that. Don't fact check me, guys, please. Please. Long day, please don't.
Long day.
I'll make sure to be on point from next week. But I will say though, we also did Black History Month celebration at the Green Man, and I can't lie, that was amazing because I learned something. So obviously my colleague hosted that, Kerry. I'm gonna also get that guy on this show at one point. Haven't had an opportunity to ask him, but he does a lot of things for the community, and I think that would be a great story to cover. But one thing that he did.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, basically, it was an event for 2 hours at the Green Man. I think this was on the 30th of October, if I'm correct. I might be a day off or whatever, so please don't hate me, guys. Anyway, the event was really good. Essentially, I volunteered to kind of work on it. Yeah. So between 5 and 7, I was put on a station. I can't remember her name, but she does arts and crafts, and she was kind of teaching me on the go.
Okay.
And it was the first time, like, so basically, what her station was like shirts.
Yeah.
And basically, you fold the shirt, like, so you set it up so that there's a cardboard underneath it, and they can kind of paint or draw on this shirt.
Yeah.
And it'll be on the center of the shirt, innit?
Okay.
So basically, kids were like painting. They were using like acrylic sprays, so they were like graffiti. There were some really amazing kids, man. Like, some of them made some really cool designs.
Okay.
Some also did some really funny ones. To be fair, I kind of messed up the fold and certain things.
Oh,
you know what it felt like? It made me feel like I was in retail again. Like
folding the clothes.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, how am I messing this up? But you know what? I learned a really cool skill. The woman that was teaching me, oh my God, like, she didn't complain once, by the way. She literally explained over and over, even when I made the mistake 3 or 4 times. There was no judgment. She just kept explaining from the top.
That's what you need.
And it was the first time I was like, rah, maybe this is what I needed to do in certain situations where I was in management before. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I did do those things, right? But she did it in a way where it's like there was no explanation needed for her to repeat herself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I thought that was amazing for someone to just be like, you're doing me a favor, so I will gladly just explain it to you as many times as you need without you asking for me to explain it to you. I will just go over it from the top.
Yeah.
And I thought that was quite amazing.
Like zero judgment.
And by the end of it, I got good at it and I just did it. And it was just fun. And I was taking over the parts where I had to give the shirts away. I was, I was trying to help as much as I could. And I just enjoyed the event, man. And watching those kids design logos, man.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man. I was thinking about my own stream. I was like, damn, I need to make a logo for myself. Like, I sat in ages just on like Adobe, not Premiere. What's the other one?
DaVinci.
I'm trying to think of the, because you know there's Adobe for video and there's Photoshop.
Okay.
I was on Photoshop for a good hour, bro.
Yeah.
I was on it for a good hour. I was trying to make a monkey design for my stream, and it was just fun. I kind of forgot the novelty that kids have in just drawing random-ish.
Drawing
random stuff, going creative, not understanding what they're doing, but doing it. I thought that was really amazing to kind of like get back.
And witness it,
Yeah, and so that event was really fun. They did like a bunch of different things. There was like a massage, free massages.
I kind of need
for adults.
Those.
There was like books, like story times they were doing, like dedicated rooms. They did like treasure hunt, so like kids could run around and kind of.
Was this like all hosted in the Green Man?
Yeah, this was all hosted on the Green Man last week. And yeah, man, it was just a fun experience.
Was it like the whole place was kind of like...
Basically, we moved everything out and we set up like stalls for the different people coming in.
Yeah.
And they were kind of just like doing these different... There was different stalls for different wants, essentially. Yeah. And so kids were going to random tables and just doing whatever, really. Obviously, there was a bunch of different types of services like arts and crafts, book reading, massages... quizzes, stuff like that, and I just thought it was really amazing. There was like Congo drumming, and so at the end they put up a performance. You see a bunch of young people just coming in, drumming away. And it was like,
it's really nice, honestly.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, I should have invited like friends and family. I was kind of like in my own world before that event started. So. It went so quick, man. I didn't even realize 2 hours had passed.
Oh, okay.
It was one of them ones.
When did it start?
5 and ended at... So it ended at 7, but I was there to help pack up. So I left around 8.
Calm. Well, how's the food?
Food was great, man.
It was great. Banging.
They had various things. I didn't get to eat much of it because I was busy in my store.
Yeah,
I was kind of
busy
busy doing my own thing. A colleague of mine actually came over and asked if I wanted any food, and I was like, I appreciate it, but if I start eating, I won't be able to focus. So I'd rather just, because there were so many kids queuing up. We had parents, because also they would leave their shirts to dry from the paint.
Yeah.
So there was moments where like people would leave. I've got like 20 shirts behind me.
Yeah, you kind of got.
And then we got kids coming in like waves with their parents as they're trying to go home.
Yeah.
Like, can I get our shirt?
Yeah.
Can I get this? It's like,
let me say, I got to sacrifice the food for now. For the greater good of the
They
t-shirts.
still brought food over, but I just didn't eat it. I think I had like a cake slice at the end. But yeah, man, it was a really good event.
Yeah.
And it kind of made me appreciate. I just like doing events, man. I just like meeting people and talking to people.
And I feel like the Green Man is such a good space as well.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
100%.
It's really in the. I feel like it's where it is placed. It's like there's shop. Yeah, it's easy to get to. Yeah,
easy to get to, and there's different ways to get there. Yeah,
very easy to access.
Exactly, and so yeah, man, it's kind of crazy how like one volunteering event got me thinking about inspiration for like something I'm trying to do on the side with like my own streaming of video games, isn't it? So I was like, that was a really amazing experience to kind of just come home and just be like, rah, let's get to doing this.
Good, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was amazing, man. I was just really happy. And I was thinking about like when I could eventually ever do something like that,
If you were to do an event right now, say if I gave you all the money in the world.
Gaming. I'll do a gaming event. There would be 3 different kinds of events I'd love to do in my life. Gaming, like a big gaming event. A big music.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when I say music, I'm not saying like getting artists to perform. I'm saying getting people to come together and just make random stuff together.
Yeah.
Kind of just getting people to get to know each other, you know what I mean?
Just like get a couple of instruments.
And then the last one would be stand-up. I would love to do a stand-up.
Oh, okay. Do you know what's crazy? Yeah, I think every time. So my sister goes to stand-up comedy a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, like she watches like a lot. Like she goes to the events a lot, and every time she talks about it, she's like, "Yeah, it's really funny. It's really interesting." I'm always like, you know what? I wonder how Nesh would be in this situation.
I would be so horrible.
I would just wonder like how Nesh would be in this situation.
I would be so horrible, man. I would freeze, man. Yeah. I'm so good at telling stories, but when it's people that don't know me, some jokes, if I don't get I need to get an interest, you know what I mean? So like, if they don't land the interest from me, it's so hard for me to kind of deliver the line.
You got to know like what the audience is like. Like, what do you actually like, so I can kind of build off that? If you just go into
I'm a very vibes person, so if they give me a little bit of laughter, I can play off of it. But if I get a dry crowd, bro, it's done for me, bro. I'm finished, like a fatality. You know what I mean? Like, it's not looking good for me, bro. That type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? So like, but honestly, on a real though, like, I think I will eventually try stand up. I think the only reason why I haven't done it yet is because I'm not trying to get compared to Ramesh, bro. No, I'm joking. That was just a joke.
You got jokes now. All right.
I mean, I land when I want, innit?
Okay.
No, but it's definitely on my agenda. I just like doing events, man. I've realized like I just like connecting with people, whether it's whatever media. Like I've noticed it. Like I've gone to art events. Like I've gone to someone's like photography thing. Yeah. I have no clue what's going on, bro. Yeah. I've literally come because they've asked me to come. And like you know how crazy it is? Like I was just talking and like asking so many questions. It got to the point where random people were asking me about my opinions on stuff.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I ain't got a clue. Like,
you are now
when you walk into a room. You see when you walk into a room and there's just question marks in your head everywhere, bro. I'm just asking the most stupidest questions. And so like, it just enlightens you to like have an open mind, man. Because when you have an open mind, you can enjoy a lot of things without really realizing.
Yeah. And
so I feel like the reason why I enjoy events so much is because I like connecting to people and seeing what makes things connect to them. Some people, it was the camera. Some people, it's drawing. Some people, it's, for me and you, it's games. So for some others, it's sports.
The music,
gym. Like, there's so many things, mediums that we can use to connect with one another.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as someone that just got to do a bunch of events and kind of participate.
I think also seeing when it all comes together, like when you've been like setting it up and you're planning it, and you're like, okay, tomorrow's the big event, and just seeing it like halfway through, you just like stand and be like,
prideful, innit?
Prideful, like, okay, we did this, like, and actually went really well. You see people smiling.
Big up my two colleagues. Net Zero Job Fair was kind of set up from Cleo, so shout out Cleo. And then Kerry did the Black History Month.
Shout out Kerry.
So shout out Kerry and Cleo, man. Important individuals. I say that I'm not trying to get on their good side, man. +1 star for me. It's just I have mad love for both of them. Like they've always been nice to me. You know what I mean? And so like I can just recognize whatever good effort has been put. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice to kind of see that the local community kind of gather in those areas. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we've also got an event tomorrow that we can go to. Riot Play. So if you're into like video games online, especially like PC games, Riot games, they do a Riot Play Club in different venues. So basically, you can come in and just play games with like different people in the community that also like those games. They're doing one at Elephant and Castle Side Quest. I don't mean to shout them out, but I've just done it because I'm going to it tomorrow. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's not in Lewisham, but listen, man, I just want to shout whatever I can, you know, where we can.
136 goes there. I'll say
136 goes there. Yeah, if you can get a 136 from yard to there, then it's technically Lewisham, you know what I mean? No, I'm joking. But but it's been a pleasure. We'll have a guest next week. Shout out, he is the leading guy for a company called Cat Bites, a volunteering group. So look forward to that on episode 7, guys. Yeah.
All right, calm. It's been Coyote.
It's been Nesh,
and we'll see you next week.